Hi, Fat Yogi friends. My name is Tiffany. I am a fat yoga instructor trying to make yoga more accessible to everybody. So let's move and flow today in this Vinyasa style class. I'm super excited. We are going to flow and go through all of the warriors. So let's let everybody in. Hello, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, welcome. Oh, beautiful faces today. Yay! Happy Wednesday. What day is it? I don't know.
No.
How's everyone doing today? Good? Yeah? This is a Vinyasa style class. My name is Tiffany, in case you didn't know. And we'll begin on our backs. So go ahead and find a comfortable position on your back. If you can't be on your back, you can always start in seated. If you are on your back, bend your knees and plant your feet. And let's get cozy here. Okay, good. Everybody's muted. You guys are rock stars. So go ahead and find your back, get cozy. Once you find it, just kind of get settled. Maybe move some fleshy bits away from your sit bones. Maybe roll your shoulders under, hands come down to the sides or maybe above your head. Let's just kind of settle into our bodies before we start moving. So close your eyes or have a soft gaze and begin to breathe. So take your time here and just tap into the body. Wiggle your fingers and toes and allow yourself to just like feel into every little bit. So maybe it's your leg muscles. We start with our toes and just flex our muscles in our calves and our thighs. We send some extra love to our belly as we move up our body and just tell it like, you're so awesome for digesting my food for me every day. Thank you so much. Only use positive words when you're speaking about your belly. And then just continue to move up your body, checking in with your heart and your chest, your shoulders, your arms, relaxing your jaw. And then finally just coming up to the top of your head, your crown chakra. And just kind of allowing whatever aura is within you this morning to maybe like be exposed and kind of stream out of your head. Maybe it's a purple aura or a yellow aura. Like, what color is it? Take some deep inhales and exhales here. Allow yourself to just settle down and look at your color aura. Maybe it's a rainbow. I like rainbows. And then begin to seal your lips and breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, finding your Ujjayi breath. So here we count to like a 4, 5, or 6 as we inhale, and then exhale, find that same count of 4, 5, or 6. So as we breathe and we find this Ujjayi breath, you can count along with me. I'll take you through a couple rounds at a 4 count, or you can just breathe on your own. Both are good options. So take a deep inhale and then exhale. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And just begin to cycle through rounds of breath that feel good. So maybe it's a 4 count, maybe it's a 5 or a 6. Go to whatever feels the best for you and your body for today. So the mantra for today is, I am present. So as we inhale and exhale, begin to just find your presence or your aura, whatever you kind of want to say in your mind. So as we inhale, we can say, I am. Exhale, say present. Inhale, I am. Exhale, aura. Maybe that word appeals to you more. So just noticing what you're feeling in this moment and how it feels. Are you feeling open to the yoga practice? Are you feeling nervous because it's your first time practicing ever? Or maybe your first time in a long time? Are you feeling happy because you finally get the time to practice? Or maybe something else is going on in your personal life and you're like, your mind is a little bit clouded with lots of different things. So take the time here to be completely present. If things are going on, the breath can always be your tool. So inhale, exhale, find the Ujjayi breath. Allow yourself to be completely present in the moment. When you find yourself looking to the future or worrying about the past, you're not being present. So just breathe here and try to be completely present. You can always come back to it just by tapping into the breath. So let's take a few rounds on our own, just feeling into the breath and maybe saying that intention over and over again. I am present. On that next exhale, begin to just like allow your eyes to open up. We take our hands and we place them behind our head and maybe weave our fingers together. Bring our feet a little closer to us, engage our core, and then lift our chest up and look up to the sky so there's space between our chin and our chest, and lower back down like a crunch. And then exhale as we lift. Inhale as we lower for 9, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way back down and then rock your knees from side to side, allowing that low back to get a little bit of release. And then come back to center. Option here to keep your feet on the floor, or maybe we lift our feet up off the floor for like a chair-like pose. We can flex our feet when we're like this, so bent knees. And then we bring our hands behind our head if we move them. Engage our core. We lift for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and lower your feet back down. Rock your knees from side to side, allowing that low back to release. And then bring your hands so that you like have to lift up your right butt cheek and place your hand palm face down on the ground right underneath your right butt cheek, and then left hand comes underneath your left butt cheek, hopefully. It can be weird if you did the right to the left or the left to the right, yeah. And then you extend both of your legs out and flex your feet, engage your core, lift one leg up to the sky and then lower it down, lift the other leg up to the sky and lower it down. Option to hover or option to just plant the foot down. And we switch and we switch, engage your core. This feels so good. We love to do this. And then if you want to really take it deep, you can bring both feet up at the same time. Try it once just to see. Oh my gosh, there's my core. Okay, just keep going. Shoulders down. Relax your neck. You can just move back to the singles. but it's there. It's there. We'll do this for 3 more times. 2 more times. 1 more time. And then go ahead and release. Bend your knees. Remove your hands. Are you there? My husband just called me. I'm like, I have 2 yoga classes this morning. There must be something going on, but it's fine. It's fine. He's probably at the archery range, and he wanted to tell me about his bullseyes. That's what he does. Okay, we're on our backs. Rock your knees side to side. Anybody else have husbands or spouses who need to tell you about their things? He's like my kid. Like, babe, look what I just did. Look what I just did. Good job, babe. Set that right knee down, left leg crosses over, find your figure 4, and then just gently rock back and forth, finding a little twisting action. Once we're on our backs. And then my phone was like not near me, so it just kept ringing. Sorry. It's just one of those mornings. And then plant that left foot down, right foot crosses. And then begin to find that figure 4 stretch, a little twist in your back. Just gently warming up your spine here. And then plant both feet down and bring your knees into your chest and rock your hips back and forth, allowing for like a little low back massage. You can grab behind your knees. And then if you want to just like roll onto your side and push yourself up, that's fine. Or you could bring your knees into your chest and roll up this way. This is also an option. So you can kind of take your roll a couple of times if you'd like the low back massage. And then once you're sitting up, plant your feet in front of you. Adjust if you need to, like I'm doing, to where my feet are directly in front of me. My heels are on the ground, my knees are bent, my chest is lifted. Hands can come right behind you if you'd like, or your hands can kind of prop behind your knee. Our chest is lifted, engaging our core, and then we slowly lift our right leg, lower it down, lift our left leg, lower it down, and then switch. My left leg doesn't want to lift, so I'm just going to keep it there, but my right leg will go. So it's like my right core is going to look so good. And that's okay. Hey, at least one side is going to look good. I mean, notice if you're slouching, keep it back. Then come back to center. Maybe you hold your arms out in front. Maybe your hands are behind, but just engage that core tight, tight, tight. And then exhale, bring your feet together, and then find your butterfly version where both feet are like way out in front, and then we just kind of roll our arms out in front of us, our shoulders down, chest, chin to chest. And then on that next inhale, we come back up, we set our feet back down, finding our boat again. So engage your core, and then we lift, lower, lift, lower. Maybe we just stay up and our leg extends, or maybe we lift and lower. Engaging core. Now both legs come down, and then we slowly lower back, and then we come back up. Hands can also be behind you. Just bend your elbows and come back up. Both ways are good. And then we bring the soles of the feet to touch, and we find that forward fold very gently and be like, oh, no more, no more. I feel you. All right, let's find seated posture. So come up, find something to sit on, lift up your hips a little bit, bend your knees, and cross your legs. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, we fold forward. Allowing those hips to just kind of settle here. We push ourselves all the way back up. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, right hand comes down, left hand comes up and over. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes up and over. One more time. Inhale, both arms come up. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up and over. Inhale, both arms come up. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up and over. Both arms come up. Engage your core, and maybe we just reach towards the sky, or maybe we find a little arch in our back as we look up. And then exhale, we fold again. Chin to chest, shoulders roll forward. And then on that next exhale, we rise all the way back up. Bring your knees and hands down to the mat and find tabletop. If you need cushion for your knees, like I do, grab it. So it can be a pillow, it can be a blanket. My left knee has been bugging me the last couple weeks, and that's okay, because I can still practice yoga. Hands to my mat. I just need to use something underneath my knees. So inhale, allow my belly to drop, chin and chest to lift. Exhale, I round the spine. Inhale, we find our cow. Exhale, we find our cat. And just roll through a couple rounds of breath here. Tuck our toes and press into the toes, and we lift our hips, or we keep our hips, or we keep our knees down. So downward facing dog, knees down or knees up. If our knees are down, our hands are extended, and then pressing my hands in. It's almost like when your knees are down, you have to like make up for that in the arm strength. So we're pressing down, so eventually we build the strength to lift up. So press into the hands, relax the neck. Otherwise, we're here and our hips are lifted and we're stretching out the back of the legs. Take some deep breaths here. Maybe we swivel our hips a little bit. And then on that next exhale, we walk our feet into our hands. We dodge our bolster if we're using one. Our feet come up as wide as the mat, and then we find our forward fold. Bend your knees, maybe take your belly between your thighs. Elbows, grab opposite elbows for ragdoll if that feels good. And then slowly roll all the way up, finding standing posture. All right, shake it out. We made it. High five your neighbor. We made it to standing. Woo, woo, woo. Maybe a little dap. Maybe, I feel like this is a dap, but like I've always known like a little fist bump. Maybe that's what it's called now, fist bump. It's not called dap. Oh no, that's dub. I don't know. I'm not in with the cool kids. Inhale, we circle the arms up, press our palms together. Exhale, come to center. Inhale, really spread your shoulders out wide. Press our palms together, come to center. Focus on opening your shoulders. Inhale, circle the arms, press our palms together, come back to center. On this next one, engage your core and find a little bit of an arch as we look up. And maybe we reach back a little bit. And exhale, we bring our hands to center. And take a deep breath here. And then let's inhale, we circle the arms, press our palms together, and exhale, we fold all the way back down. Inhale, we rise, find our half lift. If you're using blocks, use your blocks, grab them. We're going to go into some other postures. Press your hands on your blocks and then step your feet to the back. Find your plank, lower down onto the knees if you need. And then find your chaturanga, so bend your elbows so you're lowering down. Push yourself back up. Allow the hips to come forward for upward facing dog. And then tuck toes. An option to stay with knees down, pressing the hands into the blocks or to the mat, or press your feet into the mat and lift your hips, finding your downward facing dog. Both options are good here. Breathe, and then relax your shoulders, relax your neck, engage your core. Really stick that booty out. So bend your knees and push into the hands. Feel that little internal like tilt in your pelvis. And then on that next exhale, begin to walk your feet into your hands. Find your halfway lift. So engage your core, relax your neck. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise, circle arms all the way up to the top. Press our palms together, and exhale, come back to center. So today we're going to do all three warriors, with warrior 3 being the peak. So we'll begin at sun B. That was a sun A. So we can do warrior 1 that way. So let's sit back in our chair. We bend our knees, stick our booties back, and then notice if our toes are lifted, so we lean forward so they're pressing into the mat. Feel strong here. Maybe our hands are by our heart, like we're praying this ends. Hands can be down by our sides, like we're skiing. Gotta make the noises though. Or our hands are like up by our ears, like we're cheering for our favorite team, like go Warriors. Shoulders away from ears. I know it's not basketball season, but like it's the only team that I've ever had season tickets for. And I'm a Bay Area kid. So bring your hands together. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise, find our half lift. Exhale, we plant our hands to the block, step our feet to the back, find our plank, maybe lower down to the knees. Find your chaturanga and push back up. And then tuck your toes and lift your hips or keep your knees down, finding your downward facing dog. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, push into the hands here. Take that left foot to the middle of the mat. Right foot extends behind. Make sure that right hip is same height as left hip. Bend your knee and step it forward. You can set that back knee down and move that front foot to the front. And then lift up off the back knee, finding your warrior 1. So here, the main goal is to not, I thought I could move my bolster here. I guess that's not the thing. So just take your time like me and set your back heel down. And then slowly move all the way up. As you're sitting in your warrior 1, just both hips are facing forward, bend that front knee, and then that back leg is completely straight, so heel is on the ground. And then add your arms, shoulders away from ears, spread your fingers, engage your core, really breathe here. On that next exhale, bring both hands down to the block, set your back knee down, slowly, and then move your right foot all the way around. And then find your plank, lower down chaturanga, push yourself back up, and then tuck your toes and lift your hips if you want to go full down dog, or arms are extended and you're turning on all those muscles in your arms. Both are good options here. Take some deep breaths. On that next exhale, we bring the right foot to midline, left leg extends. If you're on knees, this is what it would look like. So knee down, left leg extends. And then we swing it through. Maybe set your back knee down, front foot moves to the front. And then we lift up off the back knee and find your warrior 1 stance. So both feet facing forward, almost like you're taking a step. And your hips are facing forward. We slowly rise all the way up. Find a lunge. Maybe deeper than mine. Mine is a little tiny bend, as much as my leg wants to do, and that's okay. If yours is there too, that's awesome. This right leg, this foot kind of comes out like a 45, and the heel is down in the back, and this whole right leg is straight. So squeeze all the muscles here, squeeze your booty, squeeze your legs, and then add your arms. Take a deep breath, shoulders away from ears, spread your fingers. Exhale, we come all the way back down. We set our back knee down, swing around the left leg, find your plank, lower down for chaturanga, push yourself back up, and then allow your hips to come forward, and then tuck your toes and lift your hips and find downward facing dog, or keep your knees down. Take some deep breaths here. On that next exhale, we walk our feet to the front, or we step to the front if we're on our knees. We find our halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we come up and find our chair. So we're sitting back. Our knees are bent. Our weight is in our toes. We find whatever cheering or skiing or praying position we'd like. And then exhale, we straighten our legs and circle our arms all the way up to the top. Press our palms together and come back to center. Take a deep breath here. And then on that next inhale, we circle the arms, press our palms together, and exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise and find our half lift. Exhale, we plant our hands and step our feet to the back. Find our plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Maybe it's on our knees, maybe on our toes. Push ourselves back up. Allow our hips to come forward. And then tuck our toes and decide, down dog or child's. We can always take a child's pose instead of a down dog anytime. You can take a sip of water here if you need, or you can be present in your down dog. If you're in it, press into the hands, shoulders away from ears, relax your neck, engage your core. If you took a rest, go ahead and put your hands back onto the mat and find that down dog. We meet here. Left leg comes to the middle, right leg steps forward. So right leg's in the front. If you need to set your back knee down, go ahead and then move your front foot to the front. I'm just heel toeing it today. And then we are in crescent. So we slowly lift up, finding crescent legs. So hands to hips, back heel is lifted. Squeeze your thighs together, arms fly to the sky. Feel strong here in your crescent. Both hands come back down to your hips, and then set the back heel down so we open up and find our warrior two legs. We bend this front knee. We find the sass out of our hips if we need. Hands to your hips, and we lift up our chest. And make sure everything down here is solid. So toes, calves, thighs, everything is squeezing. Then we add our arms. Squeeze our shoulders, look over that right middle finger. Warrior two. And then set that back arm down. Right arm moves up and over, finding reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Circle the arms all the way back down. Lift up that back heel. You can set the back knee down and move that front foot all the way back. So circle around. Find your plank. Lower down and push back up. And allow your hips to come forward to find upward facing dog. Tuck toes and lift hips and find downward facing dog. Option here to be in hero's pose or any type of restorative child's version that you'd like. If you need a sip of water or a break, go for it. Otherwise, you're in down dog. You're relaxing your neck, you're relaxing your shoulders, you're pushing into the hands, bending your knees, and really sticking your booty back. Engage your core. The goal here is to feel that stretch along the whole back of the legs. If you're here and you're in your down dog, be there. If you need to get in it, get in it. We meet in down dog, whatever version you're in. On that next exhale, we take our right foot to the middle. We step forward our left. Maybe our back knee comes down. Front foot moves to the front. Lift up off the back knee and find our crescent other side. Hands to hips as we slowly rise and take a deep breath. Settle here. Find your crescent, be strong here. Engage your core, engage all the muscles down here. So scissor those legs, squeeze your bum, squeeze your core, and then add your arms. Allow those fingers to just really spread, and then think about shoulders away from ears. On that next exhale, bring hands all the way down to your hips. Take that right leg and set your right heel down, opening up to the side. So for warrior two. Bend this left leg, maybe more than I am. This is as far down as I can go today, and that's okay. This right hip is sassing, so I'll adjust, and that actually makes my knee feel better. So it's like when your alignment is good, then your joints don't hurt as much. Press your feet into the mat, squeeze everything together, and then you add your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades, look over that left middle finger. Take some deep breaths here. On that next exhale, we lower the right arm, left arm comes up and over, finding reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. I lose my earbud. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. And then we circle the arms all the way back down. Take that back knee down and then swing around the left and find our plank. Lower down for chaturanga. Do the walk of shame to the earbud that fell out of your ear. And then we upward facing dog. And then we find our downward facing dog or child's pose. Actually, let's just take a child's pose. Arms extended, knees open wide. And take some deep breaths here. Allow yourself to just kind of settle into your child's pose. We got this. We got this. So peak pose today is warrior three. If you've never done warrior three, no worries. I'll give you lots of options here. All right, so let's go ahead and plant our hands, tuck our toes, find our downward facing dog. Maybe it's on our knees, maybe it's hips lifted. And then on that next exhale, we begin to walk our feet into our hands. Find our halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we rise, circle arms all the way to the top. Press our palms together and come back to center. All right, so the greatest thing about warrior three is maybe we'll do it all standing. Yeah, we will. All right, so come to standing, shake it out, take a sip of water, get whatever you need, the wiggles out of your body, and let's find it. So just so you know where we're going, this is warrior three. So I'm gonna plant my right leg, hands are to my hips, but I'm gonna extend my arms. So this is a traditional warrior three. So I'm gonna show you lots of options here to find the balance posture. So that's not the only way you can do it, but that is a traditional way. So we'll start with arms. So first option is arms extended. So engage our core and we find a halfway lift. So just begin to come down, plant your feet, and then just begin to feel how this feels. If this is too pinchy on your low back, bring your hands to your hips. Maybe we extend one arm, maybe the other. So, listen to your body. If you're here, you're here. Your hands are facing each other and you're looking down, relaxing your neck. And then we come back up, shake it out. Next up is airplane arms. So arms extend out to the sides. And my hands are open to the sides. So when I go into that halfway lift, my hands would be facing the ground. So let's try that. So plant your feet, hands face the ground and extend out to the sides. What is happening? We're flying. That's what's happening. We are awesome flyers. You could even kind of swivel your hips and fly your airplane. We're working our triceps and all the muscles. Aren't you so happy? Come back to center. And then exhale, we come all the way back up. Shake it out. And then last version is arms by our sides. So kind of like we are skiing down a mountain or holding a beach ball behind us. So that's the goal. So keep your hands facing each other still behind. And as we find our hinge, we look down, relax our neck, and our hands are behind us. We're gripping a beach ball or we're skiing. We could ski or we could grip. Whatever you need to kind of bring your shoulders away from your ears and just kind of imagine yourself skiing or holding a beach ball, like you're hiding it from your friends. On that next exhale, we come all the way back up and shake it out. So those are your three arm options. Here's your leg options. So plant your right foot down. Left foot is just kind of slightly behind you, okay? So we just slowly begin to lift the toe. Maybe all the weight is on the right and the toe stays on the ground. And we slowly begin to hinge. And this might be your warrior three, okay? So you can add arms when we do the full pose, but just for the leg version, this is first version, okay? All the weight on the right foot. Shake it out. Let's try it on the left. Left leg comes forward. There's a slight bend in the knee, and it's almost like a gentle step forward. So one leg is a little bit behind the other. We look down, we find a spot, and then we slowly begin to hinge. And maybe all the weight comes into the left, maybe it doesn't. Maybe you need a little something on your toe, and that's okay. And then on that next exhale, we release. So there's one version of the legs, okay? If you need something for your hands, like a chair, grab it. You can always do warrior 3 with a chair, something like this. I just happen to have mine there because I'm doing that 90-day challenge, so it's like every day I have the chair, but you don't necessarily need it. If you have a chair with a back, warrior 3 is awesome because you can extend both your arms on the chair and kind of use that for your balance. It doesn't have to happen. If you need it, grab it. If you don't, that's okay. So wherever you're at, plant your right foot down, left foot is behind, and you slowly begin to hinge forward. Maybe you're using a chair for stability or a wall or a table. Wherever you're at, just begin to lift that left leg. This can be like an inch off the ground. This can be, you know, all the weight is in the right and your toe is still down. If you need to keep your toe down, that's okay. Wherever you're at, it's good. So just play with it. Play with lifting the leg, lowering the leg, seeing kind of like where it can go. You can also play with like your balance here and just see like hands to hips, like how kind of far down can you go. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come out, shake it out. Set yourself up other side. Left leg is in front. And then slowly begin to hinge forward, finding that halfway lift, that L shape with your body. And then when you're ready, you find this spot on the ground, relax your shoulders, and then you slowly begin to lift up your leg. Maybe you use something for balance, maybe not. And then play with the height on the other side. So where can you go? Do you need to stay on your toe? Do you need to lift up your leg fully? Play with it. And then go ahead and come back down, shake it out. So we know where we're going. Let's try the full leg version one more time, and then we can kind of decide what we want from our airplane, or not airplane, warrior 3. I think because I want to do airplane arms. I love airplane arms, they're awesome. So hands to hips, plant the right leg, left leg comes behind. And this is your full version. So maybe it is the toe. Maybe you're like, this is where I'm at, and that's cool. Maybe you're like, the second version where I'm holding something is better. Third version would be not holding something and just looking down and focusing. Now, if you're here in that third version, notice that left hip. It likes to come up. So make sure both hips are the same. Move them forward. So restabilize yourself. Make sure both hips stay down. So as you lift up this left leg, it stays in line with the right hip. Flex your foot. Slowly begin to find your version of warrior 3. And then come all the way back down, shake it out. All right, let's go back into it, other side. So left foot comes forward. This leg is typically straight for warrior 3. So just a little slight bend, just so you're not locking it out. Hands come to hips, and then you go for your version. So maybe toe down, maybe you need leverage, or maybe you're just staring at the floor and hoping you don't fall. That right hip is sinking down. Lots of things to think about here. Engage that core, stare at that spot on the floor. Everything is working hard. Slowly raise your right leg. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come down, shake it out. And listen to your body. Like my body is saying, my back is a little sore. So I need to respect that. I need to listen to my body. Yeah, I can go and do the full pose, but my knee doesn't feel great. And when I'm on it, my back doesn't feel good. So, you know, you shouldn't push, Tiffany. And that's the same type of dialogue if you're having the same things in your body. And that's just for me for today. Tomorrow it could be totally different. So right leg comes forward and we choose our arms. So maybe our arms extend, maybe our arms come up to the sky, or maybe our arms are down by our sides. So you choose. Choose whatever you think is best for you for today. So plant your legs, slowly begin to hinge. Maybe you stay on your toe. Maybe you slowly begin to lift that left leg. Maybe you have a hand on a chair. You know where you're going, so you go there. Flex your toes, point your toes, find your gaze, and just take some deep breaths here. And then on that next exhale, we come all the way back up, shake it out. Good job, good job. High five your neighbor. Good job, neighbors. Y'all are crazy good. All right, next side. Plant your left foot, right foot behind, hands to hips, or down by your side, or up above, or out like airplane arms. Wherever you went first, maybe do the same thing here. Ready? And begin to hinge forward and slowly lift up that right leg, or maybe we keep our toe down because we're respecting our bodies. Wherever you're at is good. All of my weight is in my left leg. It looks like I'm not doing much, but I'm doing a lot. I can feel it in my body and I know I'm working hard. So that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what it looked like. All that matters is what we feel in our bodies. Take some deep breaths here. And then on that next exhale, we release, shake it out. So you know what's crazy is like that one time I didn't go as deep as I wanted to, but my back didn't hurt. So yes, that's a win for me. So hopefully you can feel those same types of wins in your own body, like listening to yourself, and then that way you don't end up in pain the next day or later on or whatever. So we're gonna do that one more time, both sides. So you can really feel that peak pose, like you know where you're going, you know how this is working. We got this, we're excited to do it one more time on each side, right? So let's plant the right foot, left leg extends behind, and then slowly just kind of find your pose. Maybe you like your hands on your hips or down by the sides. Maybe you're like, I wanna try with the arms up, or how does it really feel with a chair? I mean, your arms, if you're on a chair, your arms can feel like really open with your shoulders. So there's like lots of options here. So go for your version, wherever you want. So when you're ready, go for it. I won't be guiding you. This is your own practice. Play with this. You have like 1 full minute to have some yogi playtime on the right. Take this time and just kind of try to go in, come out, try to go back in, come out. Should feel like a challenge, and it should feel like you're working hard. You got this. You know exactly what you need to do. Everybody looks awesome. You have another 15 seconds here. Amazing, amazing. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and come out, and then plant your left foot. Let's go right into the left, not even thinking about it, because we're dripping sweat as it is. And we're gonna just get this one because it's gonna feel so good. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and lift up, find your warrior 3, whatever version you'd like to do. Engage your core, and then make sure those hips are aligned. Everything is looking good. Oh my gosh, your warrior 3s are amazing. We're here for 30 more seconds. If you fall out, just go right back in. You got this. I know you're working hard. Another 20 seconds. Focus, focus, focus. 10 more seconds. And then on that next exhale, go ahead and come back to center, shake it out, high five your neighbors one more time because that is not an easy posture. So good job. Round of applause to all of you. Inhale, we circle the arms all the way up. Press our palms together, and exhale, let's just find a forward fold just to kind of relax our back. That was a lot of core, a lot of back stretching stuff. So let our backs kind of feel all the yummy amazingness. And then on that next exhale, let's come all the way back down and find our backs. Speaking of the backs, let's find our back. So bend our knees, feet are planted onto the earth. We'll find a little twist and then we'll go into Shavasana. So extend that right leg. Left leg comes into the chest. Left knee comes into the chest. Grab it with your right hand and help it over to the right. Extending your left arm off to the side, finding supine twist. Take a deep inhale, we lift the leg a little bit, and exhale, we twist. And then on that next exhale, we lower down that left hip all the way back down. Plant both of the feet, lift up the hips, move them over to the right, and then extend that left leg. Right knee comes into chest, and then grab it with your left hand and help it over to the left. Finding supine twist other side. So extend your right arm. Take a deep inhale. Maybe the leg lifts. Exhale, we twist. And just take this time here to settle and breathe. Maybe even tap into that intention. I am present. When we're really balancing and focusing, notice how focused you have to be in that posture. You have to be completely present, otherwise you fall over. Go ahead and lower down that right hip, bring both feet to the mat, and just allow those knees to just kind of knock side to side. Take your feet to the outer edges of the mat and allow your knees to kind of knock together, making like a triangle shape. Both arms come up. Allow your elbows to bend and like fingers reach towards one another, shoulders away from ears. Try to be fully present here in this moment too. These are the harder moments to be present, because once we settle and relax, our little monkey mind brain is constantly working. It's like, oh, we don't have to work that hard. Okay, let me think about something else. So take the time to be fully present here. And it might take you just kind of doing a body scan or just focusing on counting your breath. Whatever it is, let's come back to that intention. I am present. I am present. Option to stay here for your Shavasana, or find one that feels amazing to you. So find your Shavasana that makes you feel like a rock star. Like everybody comes to watch you do your Shavasana because you're the rock star Shavasana person. Maybe there's a pillow underneath your head, a blanket on your body, something that makes you feel super cozy and really, really relax and settle into this last and final pose. This pose is the most important pose in your practice. It helps us seal in your practice and kind of like allows you to feel all of the amazing good yoga vibes that you've experienced over the day or this hour. So take your time here. Be present in your body and allow yourself to close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Sink into the mat even more. Allow yourself to just kind of be heavy and the earth is just supporting you. Allowing this to happen is kind of hard sometimes. So try to relax your shoulders, relax your hips. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Sinking down, relaxing some more. Relax your jaw and your forehead and all the places that you might be holding tension, your fingers, your hips, your pelvic floor. And just think about whatever you need to let everything go. So if it's your tasks, your to-do list, let those all be behind your yoga door and label them later. Like you'll get to them in about 5 minutes. These 5 minutes are for you. It's for your practice. And they're sacred. They're just for you. So as we find this Shavasana, clearing our mind, let's take the next few minutes in silence to help with you and your Shavasana. Tap into the breath. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Wiggle fingers and toes. Circle out wrists and ankles. Take both arms overhead for a full body stretch. Let it feel sweet. Roll onto one side. Maybe even let your heart melt for a breath. And then push yourself up slowly to find a comfortable seated posture. Bring your hands to your heart center. Tuck your chin and close your eyes and just thank yourself for showing up today. Amazing, amazing job. Done by all. Y'all worked so hard. So you rocked it. Awesome work. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. The divine light within me honors the divine light within each and every one of you. Namaste. High five your neighbor. Good job, everyone. Amazing, amazing job. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Love all of you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.